Okay. Oh, I have to change this out. So I'm going to go to transducer. I'm going to select this one, and the vascular comes up. And I'm going to do carotid because I'm scanning my carotid. Now, I can't talk when I do this. You're about to see. There it is. Bye, I can't talk.
Why did you have one that was delayed? Is it just...
I kind of pulled it away.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is what the seniors are doing now. This is what you do in a year from now. And it's usually it's a 2-hour lab. Most of them are done in 20 minutes and they want to leave. Because they're doing this in their clinical. So I'll say, give me a strip. I need to see if, show me your common, this is my common carotid. So they go right. Some of them are doing all vascular, so they just go right to and they get, look, can I just take my test now? I'm done. So they whip through it and they leave because they've been scanning and they're doing it at their site. So what this is direction of flow. This denotes direction of flow, the color bar. This denotes speed. So what it is Doppler's based on the movement of blood cells. So it's the blood moving through, okay? And then you can actually measure it. I wondered why I couldn't see. It was hurting my eyes. I didn't have my glasses on. And then if you hit caliper, you measure the velocity. And 100 is about right. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm measuring. And then this is end diastolic. This is peak systolic and end diastolic. So that's very normal. And I was looking, because I'm a diabetic and I smoked when I was younger, which is really bad. You can kind of trash your arteries. But I've always looked at mine, and so far, I'm guessing in another decade they might not look that good anymore. So, and then you kind of adjust the flow. These are all the things I would teach you, like in 3 weeks. The color bar, adjusting the flow, adjusting the box. This box I always keep small and tight, and I tell them that. I take points off too. I go, I want small and tight because it takes out the energy of the ultrasound field, and you want the energy not all being pulled into a color box. This is called the color box, and this is the sample volume. So that's what it is, and you always put it down the middle, so the color is actually flow. And that's what you'll learn. But you can see how you can hear it. So when there's disease, you can totally hear it. Like the flow isn't going through the vessel because the disease hinders it. So it's very cool. Love Doppler for that reason, just so different from any other ultrasound. Okay. And we do it on all organs. We don't just do it. It's easier for me to teach you on my carotids, but we do it on the liver. We do it on a lot of stuff.
That little cursor there, it's in the shape or the way that the vessel's going.
Yes, good observation, Sin, because it doesn't work if you don't set it up correctly. It won't work. Okay, so if I'm going to select the probe, I'm going to select it up here. Only one is plugged in, so it would come up, and then here's these little. They look like little pocket. Gosh, they went away fast. If you hit model, but they look like little alphabet tabs or cards. But we want abdomen, and it'll set it up. And I'm thinking of what people miss on quizzes. That's one thing, because they'll leave it on OB or vascular, and I go, no, we're scanning an abdomen. Here's your TGC curve. Here's your overall gain. This machine you adjust instead of doing gen pen and res. You adjust the frequency either up or down depending on who you're scanning, okay? So that's big because if I have somebody that's really small, like I had, Janine and Anne, I want to see it at 5. I don't want to see it like at 4 because I've scanned them enough to now know that. Nikki might be more like 3. So make sure you do it, and then the rest of us might be 3, 5, 4 in there. So just make sure it's adjusted well, because if I see Nikki up at 5 and they're not getting a picture, like I was over there, she did have her at 3, and then what she wasn't doing is she wasn't pressing hard enough. But that's on all of you. It doesn't matter who you're scanning, you got to press hard enough. Okay, so I've got it at 5. This is the freeze button. You can scroll back. For depth, the adjustment is right here. It says depth, so you go this way. See how it's changing the frame rate, and you're going, as I go deeper, the frame rate does what? It's an opposite. Inverse. What?
Inverse.
Yes, inverse. So the frame rate goes down. But if I want the frame rate to go up, I don't travel as deep, right? Look at this going up. Okay. This is your freeze button. There's your dynamic range. Because this is stuff I've taught you. I haven't taught you how to measure yet, but I will next week. So if you hit, it looks like a ruler. If you hit this button, it turns green because it's activated. When it's activated, it's green. Hit this as enter, and there's, And we measure almost everything in ultrasound, because as you're going to learn next week, it's size and texture always. We're always measuring the size of an organ and what it looks like. Because when it's disease, it's either enlarged or small. Okay? Get rid of that and clear it out. I wonder why it won't clear all the way. I don't know. I'm going to freeze. Okay. Oh, and zoom. You hit the zoom button. It comes up down here, and you can kind of adjust it. And then hit it again, and it's in a zoom mode. You can clear everything out by just hitting V-scan. All of it goes away. I don't see the zoom went away, though. There we go. Zoom, you have to hit a couple times to get rid of it.
Can we adjust the zoom window, like how we could on the
You
Philips?
should, but it didn't come up. Look. See how, it comes up like this.
like
It's
that.
kind of weird. I almost, now this is where I'm old school. I almost prefer that. I like having a little more control, so I'm not sure. Okay.
For the shape, Cindy, for the sector, you know how it's pie shape, and then the parallelogram and all that. Are we able to do that?
You can on this is the pie. The parallelogram is more rectangular, so you would have to have a different probe on.
The linear.
Yes,
Yeah.
linear. And here's your pulse wave here. Look, color flow. That box is huge. You see why I get on them? Let me get rid of zoom. But you see why I get on them when the box is really big, and they'll hand this. I mean, they're still doing it in the senior class. I'll say, "Dude, what are you doing? That's way too big. I don't want." Oh my gosh! And I'll even go like this. I get real dramatic with them.
Because there's a lot of color. Is that?
Well, yeah, because it's wasting energy too. See, now I can't get it small. I don't know why.
Is it wasting like the...
Oh, I know why I can't get it small. This machine's funny. You got to press this button to get it small, not this one. It's so
Because
funny.
it says size.
Yeah. And then you can turn overgain. Just like you can overgain with regular gain, you can overgain it with color too. Okay? Yeah. Do it with both regular gain.
It's like confetti.
And no, I didn't. I know there's volume here too. It's not working. Did I freeze it? How do I get it to? Okay. I have to update it. There's got to be a
Got
way
rid
to
of
do
tube
it.
so I can refill it.
Let's see it.
I know, huh? Alright, well, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Have a good weekend.
But you don't need to know the color functions yet until I teach them. So I took it off. Oh, and here's your focus functions. If you want to increase the numbers, you turn the knob and look up here. I've increased. If you just want one, you just have one and then move it up like this. And you should be just below the organ of interest. Okay. Now, I'm going to warn you. I don't like to teach like that, but everybody else does. And they test you. So I'm telling you that just because you're going to go out in the world. Okay. All right.